You're texting her first. You're the one initiating conversations. You're the one always reaching out. And for some reason, it always feels like you're the one trying to drive the relationship forward. And in fact, when you get in this space, it drives this kind of anxiety from you. And you're worried that if you don't keep reaching out, she'll forget about you. You seem to always be initiating conversations. You're always pulling her for the next date. You're always doing this thing where you feel like you're the one who has to pull her attention. And when you do, it doesn't feel like she really wants to come to you. Or maybe she just comes begrudgingly. And it's always like, she's slipping through your fingers all the time. And the more that you do it, the worse that it gets. And so in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn this around. In fact, I'm going to show you how to turn it around so powerfully that she'll be the one initiating almost all the time. And it comes down to how you're operating as a man in the foundational way, the identity that you're taking on, and how to turn this around in every relationship and every texting game that you got going forward, so that you have the sense of her coming towards you, that she's chasing after you. And if you watch all the steps in this video and you implement all of them, I guarantee you your texting game will be 100% different. My name is Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. The process of being with a woman for 50 years or a woman that you're dating is pretty much the same. For us, it's just science. Because we know the patterns, we know the solutions. It's not that complicated. You have to make a commitment for yourself. That's what it means to be in Soul Seducer program. That's what it means to work with me directly. So that you can learn to handle your emotions, so you can learn to see right into a woman's soul and seduce her from within, to create this garden that she can actually thrive in. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your children. You seem to always be texting her first. You're always initiating conversations. You're pinging her. Hey, how you doing? How's your day? What you up to? Where are you at? What are you doing this weekend? Hey, are you free? And you keep doing this over and over again, but it seems like the more that you talk to her, the less she seems to respond. See, you're chasing her. And this is a fundamental problem with the way you're operating in your dating game. You're chasing her because you don't feel valuable enough that women would come to you. And because you don't feel valuable that women will come to you, you see this one bright star and you latch onto it. And so from her perspective, she's like, yeah, he needs me. He needs me to feel better about himself. And so whenever you text her, she's like, okay, he's asking me to make him feel better about himself. He's asking me to show him that I'm still interested. And so your text messages, you're reaching out to her all the time, is not really a ping to see how she's doing. You're not really asking that. You're asking her, hey, do you still like me? Hey, can you give me attention? I'm feeling like you're distant. And this is your own needy behavior coming through, and she can feel that. And so guys always make this game. They pretend that they're not the way that they are. They put this mask on. They try to show that they're more secure than they are, that they're more cooler they are, more powerful, more tough. And she always sees through it. And it amazes me how tolerant women are to this. Like, a guy will be very needy. He'll be hitting her up all the time, trying to see what she's doing, how she is, saying, good morning, how are you? Did you get home safely? And it's like, dude, she's been getting home safe her entire life. Why does she need you to ask her this? Well, I just want to show her that I care and that I can protect her. No, you don't. That's not really what you're asking. You just want more of her attention so that you can feel better about yourself, so that you can feel attractive. This is what you're really doing. This is the game that you're playing, and she sees right through it. You're not texting her because you really care about her. You're texting her so you can feel better about yourself. You're texting her so you can see that she likes you, and if she likes you, then you must be worthwhile, so then you can like yourself. And so this is the problem. Whenever she doesn't want to reach out or it takes too long to text you, you're like, yeah, my anxiety goes through the roof. I don't know like what's going on with the relationship. I'm like, dude, how long have you been waiting? 3 hours. Like, holy shit, man. You only waited 3 hours for the text and you're worried if she likes you? This is the place that you're coming from? No wonder she's waiting 3 hours. If you really want to know if she likes you or not, wait a week. If she hasn't hit you up in 1 week, then you can hit her up and say, hey, I haven't heard from you in a while. I'd love to see you. Very simple. And then her response will tell you everything. And so the game isn't to keep chasing more after her. The game is to take a step back. See, a woman wants a guy who desires her intensely, but doesn't need her. In other words, yeah, my desire, my sexuality can be on full force, and I can express this to her, but she's not going to feel scared because I've got it under control. Because I don't need her. Yeah, it's there, it is flaring up, and I'm enjoying that experience, and I'm bringing her into that experience of me. But at the same time, she doesn't have to be a part of it, and that's okay. I have no expectations on her of how it's going to be. This is how I am. In the presence of me, this is how I am. I'm not trying to push anything onto her. I don't need her to be anything for me. I can desire her and talk to her and flirt with her, and I don't need the response. Like, I don't need her to validate me. Now, of course, do I want her to like me? Yeah, of course. Of course I do. Her not texting me or her not responding in the way that I want makes no difference into my own internal value. That's just her having her human experience, and this is what she wants and this is what she desires, and that's fine, that's okay. I accept that. I have to accept that, because to not accept that means I want her to be different than she is, which means that I want her to pretend to be something that she's not, which means she has to be a different person to be with me, and that'll get very tiring for her. she'll have to drop that act after a while. And if she's chasing after me as a guy that she values highly, and she has to be different than she is, and she'll put this act on for a while, but eventually get exhausting. And then I won't get to know the real version of her. And so I don't want that to be the case. I don't want her to change the way she is and the way she interacts to be with me. I want to see intrinsically, honestly, how she responds to me. And if I'm sitting here pinging her all the time, hey, what are you up to? Where are you going? I want to know if you're safe. Just tell me what's going on. I was worried about you. It's like, well, you're worried about her. You've known her 2 weeks. You're already worried about her. Then what ends up happening, you create this contract with her that she now has to constantly feed into, because you can't feed yourself. And this needed dynamic puts her in a position that she should never have been in the first place. Her job is not to be your fucking mom. Her job is not to be there and to try to make you feel secure about yourself. That's your job. That's your job as a man, as a grown-ass individual to do this, just like it's her job to do the same thing for herself. And so the texting that you're doing to her is not an actual text. You're sitting here pulling on her constantly by your text, this needy behavior. And so she has to extract and give to you, give to you. You know, it's asking for something is free. You can want things all the time, but to give means it costs. And so when you're asking her to respond, and you're asking her to do all this stuff, you're asking her to do something for you. You're taking. And see, relationships are about giving. If I'm going to be talking to her, I want to make sure that I'm not pulling from her to extract validation for myself. I should be self-validating. That way, when I have an interaction with her, I don't drain her. You know, one of the big characteristics about me dating my wife, and we talked about this quite a bit, was she doesn't pull on me and I don't pull on her. So we can be in each other's presence all the time, just like when you're hanging out with your friends. If they're not pulling on you, you're having a great time all the time. You have a synergistic effect because you're not having to pull on them, and they're not pulling on you. And now you get to be how you are unapologetically with your friends. And when you're pulling on her like this, you're setting yourself up for this codependent situation. In fact, you're asking for it. You're asking for codependency. And so what do? You pull back. Give her the space to reach out to you once in a while. In fact, I would argue that she should be reaching out to you most of the time. Because what I have discovered is that men are not the pursuers of relationship, women are. Men may show interest, men may shine their light of presence on the woman, and she's like, oh, this guy noticed me. And then she'll look at you and she'll size you up and see that you're doing all kinds of cool shit in your life and that you've got a cool personality and that she might like you. And then she will ingratiate herself into your life and try to create situations where you will create an invitation for her. And then she'll just make herself right on into it. She'll do whatever it takes to be a part of you. You know, women who like you will friend zone you right to the altar. But the guys who have to chase women are not, they're having to chase women because they have this approval mechanism broken within themselves. And women don't want a guy that they have to give approval to all the time. The only people who need approval all the time are little boys. You know, when a little boy is growing up, he needs mommy to pour into him all the time. And so when you're looking for your woman to give you approval, some girl you just started dating, you're asking for mommy energy from her. And nobody wants to fuck their mom. And she doesn't want to be fucking her little boy. That's weird. There's something weird and incestuous about that. And so your woman cannot be your lover and your mother at the same time. It's going in two different directions, no more than you can stand up and sit down at the same time. And so like if you're with your wife and you've been with her for years and you want her to take care of you and coddle you and pour into you and dote all over you and tell you you're a good man and you're always loved and all this stuff, she'll do this because she cares about you. She wants to give you what you want. She wants to serve you on some level, but at some point, it becomes irritating. At some point, she's going to be like, this isn't working for me. I don't know why. She'll start getting annoyed with you. She'll start getting irritated with you. And then you'll say, why are you so irritated with me? She's like, I don't know. You're just not doing the dishes. You're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing and all this. And you're like, I am doing these things. I don't really understand the problem. The problem is you've been pulling on her for validation. And so she doesn't see you as a man anymore. She starts to see you as another child in the family. And she'll say, well, I'm the only grown up around here. And she'll literally see her husband as one of her children. Well, he can't take care of anything. I just have to service him like everything else. Take care of, he's just another thing on the to-do list, just like the kids are. And this is the problem that guys get into. And then he tries to have this discussion with her, try to talk this shit out, and it doesn't work. Why? Because he's operating on the wrong frequency. He's not operating on a frequency of personal power. He's operating on a frequency of, I need my wife to make me feel better about myself. And this carries through from the dating. If you're doing this in your dating, you're going to be doing it in your relationship with your wife. And so you have to give her some space to come to you in her own time. When you give enough space for her to come to you in her own time, something opens up for you. One, you'll see how much she's really interested in you. It'll take a few minutes. It'll take a couple days maybe to kind of cool it down, to give her the space to want to interact with you again. You know, if you're over there hitting her up all the time, it's like going over to somebody's house and they feed you a plate of spaghetti. You're like, that was delicious, thank you. Well, do you want seconds? Okay, sure. All right, how about dessert? Oh, I'm getting a little full, but okay, I'll have dessert. You want coffee? Okay, fine, I'll have coffee. Well, then how about second dessert? And you're like, well, I don't want to be rude. I guess I'll eat another one. And then she's like, okay, well, how about an aperitif? How about another plate of spaghetti? How about another? You're like, holy shit, I'm full. Please, just give me some time to get hungry again. This is what's happening when you're pulling on her all the time, hitting her up, hitting her up, hitting her up, hitting her up, because you're needy. You need that validation all the time, and it's an endless well. You'll find out that your need for validation never ceases. It's this black hole, and she can never satiate it. You're always going to need more and more of it because this is something that you need to self-generate. And so you have to stop pulling on her. Give her time to get hungry for you again. Give her time to miss you again. And if she doesn't start missing you again, she doesn't reach out to you, you know what you got. You see, your interest in her doesn't matter. Her interest in you is the only thing that seems to matter here. Why? Because if she doesn't like you, you don't have a relationship. If she doesn't like you, if she doesn't want to pull on you, she doesn't want to pursue a relationship with you, it doesn't happen. Have you ever noticed that the easiest relationships you've ever had is when she pulled on you? She was the one chasing the relationship. You're like, yeah, we were together. And usually you're only with this woman because she's the only one that actually chased and pursued a relationship with you. You probably chased after a bunch of women. They all said no. And then this one started making it really easy for you. And you're like, okay, cool. I got it right this time. No, you didn't. You got lucky. And then you just picked whatever was available to you. You didn't have any discernment. You weren't like cognizant. You weren't trying to be deliberate about who you're dating. You're just like, she's decently attractive and she's into me, so I think I can make this work. That's usually the standard most men have when they start dating somebody. It carries right into the marriage. They don't even think about compatibility. Just this woman likes me and we seem to get along and she's making it work with me, so great, let's do it. You'll find that if the more attractive you are to women, the more you will have chemistry with them because they will make the chemistry. They will pursue a relationship with you. They will make it easy for you. They will do anything to be with you. They will serve you. They will change for you. They'll do whatever's required to get the top guy. But if you're chasing after him, you're demonstrating you are not that guy. You're demonstrating that you have issues internally. You're demonstrating that she, on some level, is stronger than you, or at least you're looking for strength from her. And if you're looking for strength from her, how can you protect her from things? This is a fundamental flaw in men because he's trying to leverage this game of power and connection, trying to use connection. Let's text her more and more and more, when really he needs more personal power. You give her enough time away from you, she'll start thinking about you. She'll start wondering about you. She'll talk to her girlfriends about you. She'll talk to her parents and her friends and write in her diary about you. At some point, she's going to say, hey, I should reach out. I'm kind of missing him. And then she'll reach out. And then you'll talk to her. And then most guys will be like, oh, she finally reached out. And he'll just jump all over her and go right back in the situation he was before. It's like, no, dude, let her come to you in her own time. You see, when a woman sees that you need from her all the time, she realizes on some level that she's already in control of you. And if she's in control of you, you're completely tamed. There is no wild man there. There is no sexuality there. There's nothing dangerous about you. There's nothing unpredictable about you. You see, you should never let your woman catch you fully. You should never let your woman have you by the balls in such a way. And when you demonstrate that you need her so much, that you need her to feel better about yourself, and you have to keep pulling on her to get the sex and love and stuff that you desire, you're showing her that you're just not a desirable man, and that you don't have personal power, and that you're easily manipulable. And so oftentimes guys get into manipulative situations. A woman who will just completely manipulate with guilt, shame, obligation, fear. And then once she fully controls him, she can't respect him anymore. If she can't respect you, she cannot feel sexual attraction for you because he doesn't have power. Power is where the sexuality comes from. Power is where her attraction comes from. Connection is where the safety comes from with her. All women will tell you they all want to feel safe. But if you're not powerful, you can't keep her safe. And if you can't do connection, she can't be safe from all of your crazy. Men are wild in such a way. She wants to know, can I be safe with this guy? Is he going to take what he wants from me, or is he going to actually have a relationship with me? Is he going to stick around and have a family with me, or is he going to pump and dump me? And so she's always looking for, can I get the most powerful man possible, but is he also safe? And both of these are tied to safety. And you going in there pinging her all the time shows her that you are not emotionally safe, that you need her to feel better about yourself, that you need her to even exist and live in your life. And so you can't protect her from the world. You're easily manipulable. You've got a huge hole in your personal power, which is insecurity. And so you have to create space so that she can think about you again, so that she wants to come to you. And in this space, you're going to feel anxiety. Good. Explore it. See where it's coming from. Go resolve that shit so you stop pulling on women. Go learn to resolve this shit within yourself. When you do this, it makes you instantly more attractive. Why? Because you're demonstrating personal power. Emotional resiliency is the number one thing that you need to develop for your own personal power. Your own attractive value is emotional resiliency. You get emotional resiliency down, Pat, you can now see her for who she is. You can see, hear, and understand what's going on with her. You can arrest your own sexuality or integrate it properly and harmonize with the rest of your being. You can hit your habits, you can hit your targets, you can hit your goals, you can do big dick shit in the world. If you don't have emotional resiliency, it all falls apart. If you don't have emotional resiliency, you're going to be insecure. You're going to need other people to validate you. You're going to need other people to pour into you to make you feel good about yourself. You're going to need to chase power, fame, money, wealth. I said money twice, didn't I? You're going to have to chase all these things, these external validation factors, in order to make yourself feel good about yourself. So in other words, you have a hole in your armor in several different avenues. And she'll see this. And she'll either exploit it or highlight it for you. And either one of these places is it's not pleasant. To be exploited means she's going to manipulate you. To highlight it means, hey, I'm going to shine a mirror to this, and now you have an opportunity to actually grow or backpedal and get defensive. Most guys backpedal and get defensive. And then she's like, okay, I see what I'm dealing with. And now she starts to move away from you. She's like, well, he's not as powerful as he made himself out to be, which means my respect for him is starting to drop, which means my desire for him is starting to drop. And so now she starts getting quiet. You start hitting her up. And you start noticing that she's just not that into you anymore. You're like, I don't understand why she's not that into me. He's like, yeah, dude, you demonstrated you didn't have personal power. You demonstrated that you're weak in one area that she found critical. And because she found that, she decided that you're not compatible with her. She needs to go find somebody else. In fact, she thinks she can do better with somebody else. And so when you give her this space and you see that she's not responding to you, then the fifth thing is it demonstrates that she's low interest. She's not that into you. And a guy who is valuable in himself is not going to be chasing after a woman that's not that into him. She's playing hard to get. No, dude, she's just not that into you. Trust me when I say that when a woman is into you, oftentimes she doesn't even give a fuck if you're married. So when a woman is into you, she will come after you. She will want to be in a relationship with you. She'll want to have you. And she will make it known, and she'll ingratiate herself into your life. She might not ask you out directly, but she'll hover around you waiting for you to make a move. She'll do anything possible to make sure that you know that she likes you. And then when she sees that, and she's demonstrating this to you, she expects you to take the first move. She wants you to demonstrate that you're powerful enough to go after what you want. She wants to see that you are into her just as much. And so this is the game that she's playing. Not because she's trying to play manipulative games with you, but this is how she's wired. And as a guy, when you are stepping into your power, this all works naturally. This all works seamlessly. It's not confusing at all. Like the dating game is not confusing and it's not difficult. It's only confusing and difficult for guys who are insecure and not standing in their power. Because those guys don't have women chasing after them. Those guys have a lot of relationship problems. Those guys get easily manipulated, shamed, and guilted into doing things that they don't want to do. They're not standing in their power. But the guys who are standing in their power are going out there doing cool things in the world. They're going out there and enjoying their life quite a bit. And women want to be a part of that. They will ingratiate themselves into your life. And guys will come into the Soul Seducer all the time. He's saying, my wife's not in love with me anymore, or she's cheating on me. And I have all these relationship problems. I'm trying to take her to counseling. We're trying to talk about things, and she doesn't want to go to counseling. It's like, yeah, because talking about it's not going to solve the problem. The problem is the way that you're operating as a man. You're lacking in personal power. I can't tell you how many relationship problems just magically get solved when you step into your power. All of a sudden, she's not harping on you. She's not nagging you. She's not belittling you. She's not shaming you. She's not guilting you. She's not undermining your authority with a kid. She's respecting the money that you make. And she's appreciating you. She's loving you. She shows you she's devoted to you. And she's turned on by you all the time. It never turns off. And guys are like, well, when you get married, the sex ends. No, the sex ends because you got married. It didn't end because I got married. It ended because you, as a weak man who did not have his personal power in check, started dating a woman, and she started losing respect for you because you didn't have personal power because you put it all on her. And then she's like, I can't sleep with him. She's like, I don't know. I still desire sex. I just don't want to sleep with my husband. Yeah, that's a problem. It's a problem that you created because you didn't step into your personal power. You didn't have emotional resiliency. This is the first thing we teach guys in Soul Seducer. How do I leverage my power? I don't need to leverage more connection. You've been leveraging connection this whole fucking time. Talking to her, reaching out to her, chasing after her. Hey, what's going on? Let's explain this. Let's talk about this. Let's logically get to the root of this. The thing is desire is not logical. Desire responds to biological switches and levers that demonstrate dominance. And so for most men, they have a dominance problem. They're not dominating their life. They can't even dominate themselves out of a fucking wet paper bag. They can't go to the gym. They can't hold any kind of habit. They only go to work because the bills have to be paid. And only then they only do just the bare minimum. There's no personal power, always seeking pleasure, always seeking sedation, always watching the next Netflix show or whatever the fuck's on TV, or getting all caught up in politics and all this stuff that doesn't matter in their life. And they're not being present with their kids, they're not being present with their wife, they're certainly sort of shit not being present with themselves. They wonder why their relationship is in the shitter. It's because he's not leveraging personal power. He's not leveraging who he is as a man intrinsically. He's been guilted, shamed, told to shut the fuck up, and nobody cares about him. It's like everybody loves Raymond times a million. Every one of these guys is like this emasculated man, and he just lets that happen. And because he lets it happen, well, he gets no sex. He gets no devotion. He gets no authority in his household. He gets no leadership. And he just abdicates it all. Or he just becomes completely absent, just sedates heavily. Beer, alcohol, porn, weed, doesn't matter. Sports, being a good dad. Well, I just won't focus on my wife. I won't focus on myself. I'll just focus on being a great father. Cool, that's awesome, but now you just taught your kids to be weak as shit like you did. Congratulations, well done. But I'm a super father. No, you're not. You just failed all of them. You failed your wife and your kids all in one go. If you want to learn to turn into your personal power and get this handled in the next couple of weeks, check out Soul Seducer. It's in the description below. I know you want to do this. I know you want to step into your power. I know you want to not have to watch a bunch of YouTube videos on how to get your wife to sleep with you. I know you don't want to be watching a bunch of videos on how to get your wife to text you or your girlfriend to text you for the next date and all this other bullshit. And you're tired of chasing after women. And really at the end of the day, you're just tired of being weak and unseen and unheard. And you're tired of chasing after women and begging for table scraps of affection. And you're wondering why this game isn't working for you. You're tired of feeling like a loser. You're tired of feeling invisible to women, and it's because of the way you're operating. And I'm telling you, you jump into Soul Seducer, we'll turn it around. You will step into your power and you'll turn it around. See, I can't fix that problem for you. I can't make a video to fix that problem for you here, because this is a choice you have to make. This is a transformation that is required for you. And the first step to doing it is making a commitment in joining Soul Seducer. You have to make a commitment for yourself and make it work for you. And we have guys coming to Soul Seducer all the time. We get hundreds of guys coming through every fucking month. But the guys who actually win are the guys who make it work. And there's a difference between a guy who you have to convince to win and a guy who has already decided he's going to win. And so if you have decided you're going to win, if you're ready to make that move now, if you're ready and you're tired of feeling weak and you're getting intolerant of your situation, you get tired of being lied to, cheated on, belittled, wife cheating on you, kids not respecting you, having no authority in your household, click the link in the description. We'll turn that shit around. You will turn it around. I won't turn it around. You will turn it around. I'll show you how to do it. I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but you're Luke Skywalker in this situation. And we got to go conquer Darth Vader. All right, brother. If you like this video, you got value in it, hit the like button. If you want to see the next one, be notified that when the next one comes out. If you need a little more fire put into your life, you need that constant push to move forward, that drive, that motivation, hit subscribe. You need it. You're here for a reason. Anyways, brother, I love you. I'll see you in the next video.